Hello, my name is Nicole Marie, your transformation catalyst and coach, and you have tuned in to Know Your Archetype. And we're almost at the end, dear friends. Thank you for all of you that have been joining me in every single episode and diving deeper into understanding the archetypes that are empowering your life journey and the story in which you are living. Let me go further. This Capricorn archetype is a very dominant one in our culture right now. So this one is considered the father. So we currently are in a patriarchy mentality, system, generation, and which is kind of governed by this very Capricorn father-like archetype. I set the boundaries. So Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is also that really, creates obstacles, creates, for us to be disciplined, and Capricorn's the father of that, right? We all have that fatherly energy that wants ourselves to achieve. And so we're like, come on, work harder, push harder. You need to fulfill those tasks and those dreams. No sleep. So there's that really intense patriarchy energy that's, in a lot of ways, it served us. And look at the systems that we've built. Look at the inventions and all of these incredible things we've created. But let's look at also the lack of what it's done to nature and to our natural resources. And well, we all kind of have this wounded child aspect within us. So when Capricorn and the father in us and in our lives are in good alignment, it is strong in his boundaries, it has a good work and family balance, it has a good healthy relationship to discipline, and has achievable goals. But when it's out of alignment and it wants and consumes and needs, it's a tyrant. It's the shadow, where it is all encompassing. It can be like the stock market. It can be the patriarchy that wants to eat and destroy our forests and all our natural resources and only give 3% of the human population all of the money. It's the tyrant. But the father wants everyone to win. Yes, work hard, do your tasks, but you should get a good paycheck at the end of the day. So we're in intense times with this Capricorn energy, and we're moving more away. I also want to talk about how Capricorn does its power. So the masculine power is about having power over things, right? I'm going to create fear so I can make you afraid to not pay your bills. I'm going to, pay your bills, but there's like this fear and all these aspects that if I manipulate you and put enough fear in you, then I will make you work yourself hard into the ground so that I will have power and you will feel powerless. That is the patriarchy, where it's taken away our freedom, created these ridiculous laws over female bodies and all of these aspects going on in the world and within ourselves. Whatever is going on out in the world is going on in ourselves. How could that possibly be, Nicole? How does that make any sense? Please tell me. People have been saying this for far too long, that I have an inner war within myself, and then that's what I'm creating war because I have war inside of me. No, you have archetypes inside of you that are in battle. This is why working with archetypes. So this Saturnian Capricorn father aspect is going against the mother. So a little history lesson. We, a long time ago, before industry and before consumer and iPads, we were a matriarchal society. And we lived by the moon cycles. So all women and how we harvested and how we disciplined, everything was by the moon. So we were awakened to the deep psyche. We intuitively knew things, even though we may not have had scientific understanding. As soon as man learned that his sperm was part of the creation of children, right? So a long time, the matriarchy, they didn't have the mother or father, they had the tribe, and the rightful men got to impregnate the priestesses, and it just was part of it. But they didn't understand that their seed was part of the creation process. Once they understood that, that's when we started honoring the sun. And we started following the sun. Like, it was part of the tribes, don't get me wrong. But it was also not its emphasis. So when we moved to the solar calendar and we started honoring the sun gods, things shifted and we kind of went into the time of the great forgetting. So now we are at the time of the great remembering. And that's why this patriarchal concept is really important to understand, that masculine energy is needed. We need that good father. And a lot of people haven't had good father role models because, wow, where are they? There's not a lot of divine masculine archetypes that are in our society right now. So we're kind of having to reinvent them. And just like women are also have a lot more masculine energy, and like, how do I even be a woman and receive and to love my body the way it should be and my cycles and all of these things. So we're all at a battle with each other inside of ourselves. So we have a masculine tyrant that is, if you hear a woman saying, I don't like my period, or I don't like all my emotions, that is her masculine talking about her feminine. Do you know how painful that is to the inner marriage that needs to happen within you? We just talked about the deep commitment that's needed for marriage and to love all those aspects. We are at war within ourselves because of our conditioning. So we have to uncondition ourselves. We need to look at what is a healthy masculine, what is a healthy feminine, and create wholeness. To stop trying to prove who is right and who is wrong in this situation. And that's where we go to the fact that there is no right and there is no wrong. There only is. And what is love. So Capricorn rules the 10th house of career, who you are out in the world. We need that masculine energy to say, hi, hey, here I am. We all have that inside of us. And if you did have a good father, don't you remember how encouraging he was, how he supported you, how he wanted you to be confident in yourself? And God, I believe in you. Don't you want that kind of father inside of you instead of the tyrant? This again is the power of choice. So if you want to know your relationship, you probably already know your relationship to your father, but how this has impacted your own relationship to your sacred marriage within you, contact me. hello@NicoleMarie.eu. We can dive into your natal chart or again transit chart to see where it's impacting you right now. Saturn just went out of retrograde. Hallelujah, because that was intense. and to see what sign it's in and how you can transform and really call in this new power, which is not about having power over people, but holding that power of self-worth, self-love, and self-acceptance. So check more out on my website, NicoleMarie.eu. And next stop is Aquarius. See you soon.